Hey guys, it's Delaney. So today I'm going to be decluttering my wardrobe. It has been on my to-do list for a few months now because I'm kind of split my time between college and home. I felt very overwhelmed when I was packing up my stuff to come home. When I put all of it in a suitcase, like, you don't really realize how much fits in an armoire until you take it all out and you put it in one area. And when I brought that all home in a suitcase, I just felt so overwhelmed. I added it back into my dressers and my, hanging clothes, and I was just like, okay, I just need to go through everything, kind of take inventory, maybe not even get rid of things, but just kind of reevaluate where I'm at with my wardrobe. So that's what I am going to do today. So one thing about me, I am definitely more of a minimalist than a maximalist. I'm not super pared down. I do like to have a few extra things or whatever, but looking around my room, it's very minimal. My wardrobe, I know every single piece of my wardrobe, even every pair of underwear and pair of socks. I know what I have, I know where everything is, and that gives me a lot of peace of mind knowing that. I think that's one of the biggest reasons that I have adopted more of a minimalist lifestyle. As for shoes, I don't really need to go through them. I know what I have, and I feel pretty good about all the pairs of shoes that I own and am currently wearing. There's a couple that I'm like, but I'll make up my mind as it gets warmer because the majority of the months here are cold. So you have to keep that in mind. And then another great thing about going through your wardrobe, while you're reevaluating pieces, you can kind of see what works with what. Sometimes I think we tend to go out and buy new clothes instead of just trying to mix and match and pair different things with different pieces, and really see how we can kind of renew our own personal style through what we already own, which is obviously one of the most important things in minimalism. So I am going to be using the KonMari method. I'm not really going to go into too much detail because I think that most people know what it is at this point, but it's kind of keep what you love, and anything that doesn't really spark joy in you, give it away. I have been doing the KonMari method for a while now. I actually started maybe like 3 or 4 years ago. I stumbled upon her book, read it, loved it, and I've kind of read it like 4 or 5 times. But once you do it that one time and you do it truly very thoroughly, then it makes doing it again easy. And I know that she says, once you do it once, you're done. You don't have to ever do it again. And while I agree with that, I also think that our personal styles change so rapidly, and I think that going through things every season and looking at, clothes that you haven't worn in a while, it's nice to look over that kind of stuff, because I was going through my wardrobe and was kind of seeing that a lot of the things that I was wearing pretty frequently last summer are not my style anymore. I have kind of been getting away from the more casual things towards the more, I would say more feminine styles, a little bit more dressy, not super dressy, but definitely less casual. And I want my style to reflect that when I'm wearing my clothes. I have clothes that are hanging, and then I have 2 dressers. So in my larger dresser that's out in my room, I only have 2 drawers that actually have clothes in them. One of them is more of like athletic wear and swimsuits. The other is loungewear and pajamas. So I'm not gonna probably touch too much from there because I have gone through that before, and I can easily see in the drawers what I do have, and I'm pretty happy with the majority of the stuff in there. The other dresser that is in my closet, however, has the majority of my clothes. I have all of my tank tops, my shirts, and like long sleeves. I have all of my sweaters, which I have a lot. It's cold where I live, so I end up wearing sweaters a lot of the year. And all of my shorts, skirts, and jeans, as well as some sweatshirt type of jackets, zip-ups, a vest. So my closet is more of my everyday clothes. This is more just loungewear. So I'm just gonna pull everything from every place out, stick it on my bed, and then I'm gonna go through and categorize kind of everything by type of clothing item, just see what I have in each section, and go from there. I often have to try on a lot of stuff because my weight does fluctuate, I think like some people's do, throughout the year. So I kind of have to figure out what fits me and what doesn't anymore, and discard of those that don't fit me. Okay, so this is everything I own. So I guess I'll just go through what each pile. I like to differentiate by type just so that it's easier to go through. If I want to try stuff on, makes that easier. So I've got all of my tops that I hang up. These are cardigans. I have some t-shirts and tank tops. These are all long sleeve tees. I've got all of my sweaters, all of my dresses. These are kind of just like jackets and stuff. I didn't include like my actual outerwear, but those are kind of like medium weight jackets and loungewear. There's just a few pairs of pajamas I'm not really sure about. My jeans, and then I do have one pair on. These, I only own 2 pairs of shorts and then skirts. But yeah, let's get started. Okay, so I just finished going through everything and I kind of just made 2 piles. These are my nose. Like I said, I've been doing this for a while, so this is kind of maintenance. This isn't my first time doing KonMari or even my second or third. So these are nose. I just have a pair of sweatpants that I never wear. I have a skirt that I just don't like the cut of. This is actually my mom's cardigan, so I'm gonna be giving that back to her. This is like, it's actually really pretty, but it's kind of a linen jacket, but it wrinkles so easily and it's just, I don't reach for it. So I'm gonna pass that on. And then also a blouse. So this blouse, it's too big on me, but it's not even something I want to mend necessarily because up close, there's quite a bit of wear actually on the shirt, pilling. The collar's kind of faded, so that's gonna be donated as well. Behind me is all of my yeses. And then there's just like one tank top that I said I was gonna mend before, so I'll have that. But yeah, I'm keeping the majority of my clothes. It's really just going through everything, maintenance like I said. So small pile of no's, for me a big pile for yeses. The only things I didn't go through would be like my winter jackets, my ski stuff, and like sports equipment, stuff like that. And then the other stuff I didn't go through are my scarves, because I only have 3. I like all 3 of them. And then the majority of my loungewear, athletic wear, pajama, that type of stuff. Because for that kind of stuff, I know what I use, I know what's comfortable for me. I took out a few things that I wasn't really sure about, and a couple of those things ended up being no's for me. The rest of the things I was sure I was gonna keep in my dresser, so no sense in going through that. Socks and underwear and bras, same thing. So after I've gone through everything, I kind of have piles of, this is definitely no's, these are all yeses. I try to avoid making a maybe pile because, well, hear me out. Here's the thing with making a maybe pile. If you're making a maybe pile, it means you're not 100% sure about the piece, which is fine, but think about why you're not 100% sure about it. Is it the fit's just not right? The color doesn't really look good on you? The material pinches you? It could be anything, but when you have something that you're just not sure about, I tend to just put it in the no pile because it's obviously something that I don't love. If I really loved it, I wouldn't be grappling with, ooh, should I keep it, ooh, should I not? When it comes to what you're putting on your body and going out in, I think it's very important to not be wearing your maybes. So the other pile that I'll keep is pile of things that I need to alter or mend. I've been learning how to sew recently, And so it's good to go through things, and if something seems like it'd be kind of a simple fix but it doesn't really fit right now, I'll go ahead and try to mend it. If it works afterwards, great. If it doesn't, then I will give it away. It's a pretty simple process. I think that everyone works a little bit differently. This is just how I personally do it. So at the end of the process, the things that I've decided that I'm gonna get rid of, I usually tend to take out a few pieces and I'll put those in a separate area for consignment. So I have a consignment store near me. It's actually not considered consignment, I don't think. It's more of like an upscale thrift shop. So I bring a bag there, they go through everything and they pay me to take what they want. I can sometimes post on Poshmark, but I feel like clothes are kind of difficult to sell on Poshmark. I have had some luck with like specific items, pairs of shoes, but clothes in general I haven't really had much luck with unless they're something like really specific. For example, like an LL Bean flannel on Poshmark, that one. And then everything else that's not in that pile, I'll just take to Goodwill and donate it. So I actually already have some stuff that I've been taking out of my wardrobe the past few months and putting in the donation pile. This is a flannel from J. Crew. I just never wear anymore. Cardigan that I think I actually might have bought this in middle school. So this is going on like 8 or 9 years, which is impressive. And just a couple like workout stuff. So I am going to add all of my nose. So basically I have 2 bags that are full, and those I think I'm not even gonna worry about posting them. I think I'm just gonna donate all of this. And then these are all of my yeses. Thank you so much for watching again. I hope you liked this, and if you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.